Welcome to Module 2 of our course, presented by Military Benefits Assistant. In this explainer, we're diving deep into effective prompts. Our whole mission here is to give you the doctrine you need to turn your AI from just a cool piece of tech into a real force multiplier. We're going to show you how to give it clear orders so you get reliable results every single time.
Okay, so let's start with something I'm pretty sure we've all been through. You ask the AI for something you think is simple, and what you get back is, well, it's just not it. It's confusing, it's way off target, or maybe it's just flat out wrong. It's a super common frustration, but believe me, it's one we can definitely fix.
And this right here really gets to the heart of the issue. See, the problem usually isn't a faulty AI. It's just a breakdown in communication. A vague request? You're going to get a useless answer. But a structured command? Well, that gets you a precise, high-value result. The key is to shift our whole mindset from just asking questions to actually giving clear, direct orders. So the solution is a concept you're already very familiar with: commander's intent. It's all about clearly defining the task, the purpose, and the desired end state. And when you give an AI that level of clarity, it can execute the mission and execute it effectively. We're about to give you the framework to do exactly that. All right, let's get into the framework itself. The best way to think about this is like the 5-paragraph order for AI communication. This is the core doctrine that's going to form the foundation of every single successful interaction you have with your AI from here on out. So the framework we're going to focus on has 5 essential parts: role, task, context, constraints, and output format. Now look, you might hear about other models out there like the simpler RTF, which is just role, task, format, or the popular CRAF framework, but they all work on the same basic principle. Structure is absolutely everything. Each part of our 5-step model builds on the last, creating this comprehensive order that leaves zero room for misinterpretation. It's all about getting reliable, repeatable results. First up is role. This is where you tell the AI who it is. Are you talking to a data analyst, a career coach, a historian? You see, assigning a role instantly focuses the AI's knowledge and sets the right tone, which fundamentally improves the quality of whatever it gives you back. Next is the task. This is the verb, the action, the absolute core of your command. What do you actually need the AI to do? To write, to analyze, to summarize, create, critique? You have to be direct and totally unambiguous. This is the primary objective of your mission. Context is the critical background intel. This is where you give it all the need-to-know info that shapes the task. Who's the audience? What's the bigger picture here? Giving the AI proper context is just like giving it a map and a mission brief before you send it out. Okay, next we've got constraints. Think of these as your rules of engagement. They set the boundaries and tell the AI what not to do. Things like avoid jargon, keep it under 500 words, or use a formal tone. Constraints are what prevent the AI from going off mission and make sure the output is actually fit for purpose. And finally, the output format. And let me tell you, this one is a total game changer. Don't just let the AI dump a wall of text on you. Command it. Tell it to structure the information exactly how you need it. Do you want a bulleted list, a table, maybe a JSON object for you tech folks? You are in complete control of the final deliverable. So let's see how this all comes together in a master prompt, say for translating your experience for a resume. Just notice how it assigns a role, states a clear task, gives context about the job target, sets constraints on using jargon, and specifies an output format of bullet points. That right there is a complete, effective order. And this is where the framework gets really, really powerful. Using that same master prompt, you can generate radically different outputs just by changing one little variable, the output format. You can ask for a bulleted list for your resume. Then, with a simple tweak, you can ask for a full email to a recruiter or a table of your skills. It's one core command, creating multiple strategic assets for you. All right, so once you've mastered that 5-part framework, you're ready to start using some advanced tactics. These are more specialized patterns that let you tackle more complex and nuanced missions with your AI. Think of these patterns as pre-built strategies. So, for example, instead of just asking for a plan, you can use something called checklist-first prompting. That's where you have the AI generate a list of steps before it starts elaborating on them. This pushes the AI beyond just simple generation and more into analytical thinking, which gives you much deeper insights. Now for a critical skill: ensuring your intel is accurate. AI can sometimes hallucinate. In simple terms, it can just make things up. So these next techniques are your countermeasures to make sure the information you get is reliable. Your first line of defense is super simple. order the AI to cite its sources. This forces it to ground its answers in verifiable data, not just generate text that sounds plausible. If it makes a factual claim, it needs to show you the proof. End of story. Second, you can command the AI to flag its own uncertainty. You just tell it to explicitly state when it's making an assumption or when some piece of information is unconfirmed. This gives you a really clear signal of where you need to apply some extra scrutiny and maybe do your own verification. And here's a particularly powerful tactic: separate your sessions. So in the first session, you use the AI for creative work, like drafting a report or brainstorming ideas. Then you copy that output, open a brand new session, and order the AI to act as a fact checker to critique its own previous work. This separation dramatically, and I mean dramatically, improves accuracy. Okay, we've covered the doctrine. Now let's move to execution. Here are some mission-ready prompts you can adapt for your own professional life, whether you're transitioning out or you're just looking to advance in your career. This one is a classic, but it's absolutely essential. It uses our framework to turn the AI into the perfect resume translator, bridging that huge gap between your military experience and the language a civilian hiring manager is actually going to understand. With this one, the AI becomes your personal interview coach. This prompt creates a safe, repeatable training environment where you can rehearse your answers to those tough behavioral questions and get instant, constructive feedback to really improve your performance. And this example shows how you can use the AI to navigate really complex systems. By providing your specific context, you can command it to build a personalized checklist, helping you cut right through the noise and focus on the VA benefits that actually matter to you. So the key takeaway here is this: with a structured framework, you're no longer just a passive user. You are in command. You now have the tools to control the interaction and generate reliable, predictable, and seriously high-value results from your AI. This explainer has given you the doctrine and the tactics for effective AI communication. So the next move, well, that's yours. You're in command. What's your first order?